Hey everyone, so this video is for you if you have your Jupiter in Taurus. And I'm making my Jupiter series related to existentialism and the existential theory in psychology, because that theory helps people find meaning in their life given, our human conditions. And I think that that's what Jupiter represents in our charts. So when Jupiter is in Taurus, it expands your awareness of the universal need of Taurus, which is to establish security through a value system. So Taurus is the first earth sign and it's fixed earth. So wherever Taurus is, it creates like a sort of foundation in that area of your life. So Taurus is kind of the material world, right? So it allows all the elements to exist. So where Taurus is in your chart, Jupiter there is expanding your search for meaning through a value system, because that meaning and those values are going to be supportive of everything else in your chart. So it basically allows for everything in your chart to kind of build on this, because that's what the Taurus archetype symbolizes. And your Jupiter is expanding that search for this core need. So just like Jupiter and all the earth signs, it makes you take on the responsibility of doing this, of working for something in the physical world. And for Taurus, for Jupiter and Taurus, it's about establishing security, because that's going to help you achieve this sense of stability and a value structure around you, because it's going to be evident to you around you, like in the physical world. So that's why with Jupiter and Taurus, it actually gives you a greater ability to create wherever Taurus is in your chart, because Taurus is a very creative sign. It's a feminine sign. It's about the earth and how the earth naturally, is beautiful on its own, and that creativity is expanded wherever Taurus is in your chart. So in that area of your life, you're able to create more from there, and not just like in a creative sense, but also work more to accumulate more wealth. And even if it's not money, it could be, if it's in like the 10th house or the 11th house, it could just be accumulating recognition for what you do, so it in the 9th house, maybe accumulating more knowledge that supports what you believe, or the value system that you have. So it also could be participating in sensual pleasures, like art, you yourself creating more beauty around you, or making yourself more beautiful, and develop, again with that responsibility, develop resourcefulness, a work ethic that maintains your chart, that maintains this Jupiter growth in your chart, because you find meaning in that, you find value in these things. So if your Jupiter is afflicted, it can be kind of shallow, because it doesn't go super deep into why you choose to indulge in things, or why you're choosing to create things, so the value of what you do with Jupiter tends to be kind of lost, or it's not really solid. Or it could be that you don't find value in certain things if, your Jupiter is kind of dampened a little bit, or it could be too fixed with what it believes, because that's what Taurus is. Taurus is fixed. And relating it to the existential theory, that theory helps people find their meaning, because that meaning sustains us through life. And this is kind of what Jupiter and Taurus is doing. It's becoming fixed with what you value through the area of where Taurus is in your chart and committing to these values. And when you commit to them, you commit to yourself, you commit to the responsibility that all humans have in establishing their own meaning that gives their life purpose. And Jupiter for you in Taurus, it allows you to commit to that and commit to yourself and allowing this part of your life to be abundant and to be like a constant supportive force that allows your entire chart to grow, that allows you to grow. So you just kind of have to define what that is for you. You could look at where Venus is in your chart, look at your 9th house, look at Sagittarius, look at where Taurus is in your chart, and all of these things will give you clues. I mean, you don't have to even use astrology. You could just, ask yourself, what is it that I value? Because that connection to your values and how it is reflected in how you value yourself and your life and the things that you create, the security that you establish, all of that is how you will find your meaning with Jupiter and Taurus. So I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.